The cellar was colder than I remembered. I stood at the top of the stairs, the note trembling in my hand, my breath shallow. Tommaso's voice called from below, calm, measured. "Isabella, come down. We need to talk." Each step echoed like a drumbeat as I descended. The air smelled faintly of oil and gunpowder, a scent I had noticed before but never questioned. When I reached the bottom, Tommaso was standing beside the hidden room, its sliding panel now fully open. He wasn't smiling. His dark eyes studied me. Not the warm gaze of a husband, but something sharper, calculating. "Why didn't you tell me you found it?" he asked softly. I clenched the note in my fist, because I wanted to believe it wasn't real, that it wasn't you. He sighed, stepped closer, and for a moment I saw both men inside him, the gentle husband who read poetry, and the ruthless figure I had spied on in Livorno. "Everything I've done, Isabella, I did it to protect us." I laughed bitterly. "Protect us? From what? You keep guns in our home? You stand in warehouses with criminals? How is that protection?" His jaw tightened. "You don't understand. Il Consiglio, they own half of Italy. If you are not with them, you are against them. And if you are against them, you die." I shook my head, tears stinging my eyes. "You chose this, Tommaso. You chose them." For the first time, his mask cracked. His voice dropped to a whisper. "No, I was born into them." The words hit me like a blow. He had never spoken of his family. Always vague, always evasive. Now the pieces fit, the endless trips, the unspoken wealth, the shadows that followed him. "You should have told me," I whispered. "I wanted to keep you clean," he said, "untouched. That's why I built this house in Fiesole, far from Naples, far from Palermo. But they found me anyway. They always find you." A silence stretched between us, thick and suffocating. Then his voice hardened. "And now, they know about you." My heart skipped. "What do you mean?" He looked at me with an expression I couldn't read, fear, regret, and something darker. "They saw you, Isabella. That night in Livorno. You think you ran fast enough, but eyes were watching. You're on their list now. If I don't make a choice, they will." The room spun. "So what happens now? Do I have a husband? Or do I have a stranger who drags me into his war?" Tommaso stepped closer, placed a hand on my cheek. His touch was warm, almost tender, but his words were ice. "You have until tomorrow to decide. Stay with me, and I can protect you. Walk away, and I can't promise you'll live to see another dawn." I stared at him, frozen between terror and rage, between the man I loved and the man I feared. Then, suddenly, from upstairs, the sound of the front door slamming echoed through the villa. Boots, heavy, multiple. Voices in sharp Neapolitan dialect. Tommaso's face drained of color. He grabbed my arm. "It's too late. They're here."